shaft, without it being in overdrive, will bring both white marks around one revolution.
Okay, that's in direct drive. But when you switch the overdrive on,
and turn that one turn, we then end up with a difference between there and there.
Okay, so and that means that effectively the prop shaft has turned 1 1/4 times.
Correct.
Okay.
Whereas the input shaft from the gearbox is only spun once.
So that
for
gives
one revolution of the input shaft, there's 1 1/4 turns of the prop shaft.
That is amazing. How on earth did anyone ever come up with that as a concept?
Gearbox technology.
That is just extraordinary. It's a thing of great beauty. Now, you're going to be desperate, obviously, to see one of these things put together now, okay? Well, you're going to, courtesy of Alan, top technician, he's going to put it together for us. So that's the start point then. What's he going to do now?
He's going to fit the pistons, the operating pistons at the moment, the first operation. But here we're just fitting some of the small items, the valves, the filters and the pump. So here we're just testing the hydraulic circuit. We're operating through the electrical system, the solenoid. The solenoid has been put in place, and we're operating it to ensure that it will engage at the right speeds, the pressure's correct. We're just about to put the filters in on the sump on the main case.
What's going on here?
OK, we're putting the clutch operating system in here.
So this is kind of the heart of how it works?
It is. It's one of the main items, yeah. Gear assembly, the gears into the rear case, and then we're going to put the two assemblies together.
OK, so that's then assembled the hydraulic pack to the clutch. It's built. So how do you know it works? Now you've built it.
We tested it on a dynamometer.
The output revs of the overdrive are now 2,000 revs, OK? Direct drive. Switch the switch on your dashboard. Hear the change. We're now in overdrive, and we're now up to 2,500 revs. That's 1 1/4 times engine speed. You've got it in overdrive. Working. So isn't that the most fantastic piece of engineering? It's ready to go on. I just want to show you one thing. Obviously, you know now that that is the oil pump. And the way it works is this collar here is a little cam on the output shaft. If I rotate that, you can see how it's a kind of eccentric egg shape. And as it rotates, the thick bit of the cam comes round, pushes on the roller on there and pumps the oil. Very, very clever. Putting it on is dead straightforward. It just slides on like so. And then right, that is the inhibitor switch for the overdrive, all plugged up. And you can see how useful it is now to put all these labels on. Apart from the fact, if you do put labels on, and then you put all the parts in bags, be very careful about what's in the bag in terms of oil, because that was a really important wiring diagram that's kind of disappeared. And these were some labels of very important wires, you see, and because it's not permanent ink, it's kind of gone. Anyway, gearbox is basically ready to go into the car now. We've got the refurbished crossmember on. That's the original unit, all painted up, and new mountings. There are basically 3 rubbers in there, one either side and then one in the middle. And then Les and I are going to try and wheel it under with a jack, mount it through these points here to the chassis, and then we'll leave it there to go and concentrate on the engine to join it up with the gearbox in situ. Les, mate. Pump it. This is possibly the most ridiculous way of putting in a gearbox. There it is. That's on the front edge there. Okay, I can come out now and have a look. Leave that like that. Next thing is clutch on. Step 1 is to put on the flywheel, pop it on over its dowel, then put on the locking ring, screw in your 6 bolts, torque them up to 54 Newton meters, then pull over the locking tabs over each of the nuts with a pipe wrench. Step 2 is to assemble the clutch. The trick is to make sure that the clutch plate is dead central on the pressure plate. So, the thing you need is a clutch aligning tool. So now you've got the clutch plate nice and firmly fixed to its cover, you can put the whole thing onto the flywheel. Oh, we are getting there, slowly but surely. And by the way, do you like my paint job on the engine? I absolutely love it. Hand-painted, couple of coats, and it looks the business now. We've just got to be careful. Yeah, we'll clear the wing. We've got to come in from an angle with this because that is going to clear, because actually the wheelbase of the car is narrower than the wheelbase of our lift. Can you come in any more, Les, or am I going to have to take the wheel off? OK.
We're close there.
We're not far off with that drive shaft. Yeah? OK, a little bit of jiggling and a joggling, and within an hour, we'll have this engine and gearbox reunited. That's it for now. We'll see you next time. Oh, but before you go, couldn't make us a cup of tea, could you?